can fight our desires. But when we stop making fires, we get ever so warm. Whether we like it or not.
Hi everyone, and happy 2012. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful New Year's. I know I had an excellent New Year's Eve party, so I had a lot of fun. Anyways, so a while back, I'm finally putting up my Cyber Monday and Black Friday haul. It did take a long time, only because I did film one, but it was actually too long, so I decided to just delete that one and just film a whole nother one that was quicker and showed more swatches and everything. And so I guess I'll just jump right into it. So I purchased some items from theBalm.com, from the Milani website, and from Lancome.com. And I guess I'll just go ahead and jump right into what I got from the Milani website. And all their items were 50% off, which is an excellent deal. And I've never tried any of their products aside from their liquif'eye eyeliner in brown. So I decided to get some more products. So I got a couple eyeliners. Okay, I got them in aqua and silver. So this is aqua. And this one right here is silver. They apply on very creamily and everything. I have not used these yet. I've only swatched them on my hands. But I'm in love with their brown ones, so I'm sure I'll like those ones. I also got one of their baked blushes. And this one is in Luminoso. Okay, and I basically use this one mainly for a highlight, I think. I've only used it a couple times actually, not for blush. This is a heavy swatch on the finger right here. So I usually use it as a highlight over some blush. Okay, so this one is Luminoso. I also purchased one of their single runway shadows. And this one is in Shamrock. As you can see, it's a very glittery green. It's very nice. Anyways, here is Shamrock. It's a very nice, deep, glittery green. Kind of like a forest green, I think. Like a glittery forest green. Okay, I also picked up two of their lipsticks. I got Royal Ruby and Mystique Mauve. And this was definitely a win here, getting Royal Ruby. I love it. I was looking for like a nice kind of darkened red. And here is, it's kind of like a pinkish undertone red, but I really like this one. It really stands out very nicely. It doesn't smear. However, I do have to put, actually it's not too drying at all. Normally when I do a red lip, I like to line my lips, color my lips in with red lip liner, and then I put on the lipstick, and so I usually put on a balm right afterwards. That way my lip stays moisturized. And I also got, okay, so Mystique Mauve. It is a very frosty color. Unfortunately, I thought it was going to be one that I could use more as like a neutral, not neutral lip, but more like a kind of like darker than my own lip color look. But it's very frosty, and so the color doesn't really show up too much on my lips, just the frost. So that's not one of. So I don't know how I feel about this one, but I do know that I love the Royal Ruby. So I also got from Lancome.com, they were having a 20% off sale, and so I got one of a backup of my Tinty Doll Ultra Foundation. And the only thing is, I didn't know this before when I got it, but the one I got off their website actually has SPF 15 sunscreen, whereas my original one that I got doesn't have it. And I prefer to use foundations that do not have sunscreen, just as a personal preference. For me, it tends to make my skin look a little more oily when I have the sunscreen in it. So hopefully it's not a permanent thing, and they have an option where you can select the foundation without sunscreen or with sunscreen. But I got that, and that was 20% off, so that's always nice. So basically paid for the taxes with the 20% off. Okay, and then, so it also came with a sample, and I got Le Cran Coal in Black Coffee. And so I'll just do a swatch of that for you. Okay, so there is the Lancome Coal and Black Coffee. From theBalm.com, they were having, I think it was a 40% off sales, either 40 or 30% off of all their products. And so I was excited to try, after some good reviews from reading Talia's blog, the Nude palette. And it is such a cute, cute palette. I love the way the design on the palette is. And so of course it comes with your mirror, but look at the cute little naked ladies. I think that is super cute. You know, this is the naughty version, but they have the option for you to get the nice version, which doesn't have any ladies on here, but just like the shadows displayed as they are, but there's no ladies in the background. I guess you say it's just like a boring palette, but I thought this one was super cute, so I grabbed it. And I really like this palette. Some people might think it's very comparable to the Naked palette, and I don't think that it is. I think, you know, it's in the same area as the Naked palette in the sense of with the neutrals, but it's not like, you know, shadow for shadow dupes of the Naked palette, which is fine because I really didn't want that. I wanted something that was different. And so when I got this the Nude palette home, I was like, oh man, it's so similar to the Naked palette. But actually when I started playing with it, I noticed that there were a lot of differences and everything. So I'll just do like a quick side-by-side view right here of the palettes. And I got shadow all over my fingers again, but that's okay, because it's just going to get dirty again. Okay, so one good similarity though that I noticed with a couple of the shadows that you can actually, I guess, use as dupes, I guess, is Sultry and Buck. So I will swatch Buck for you. Wow, you guys all know what Buck looks like. And then this is Sultry. So Buck is right here, and this one is Sultry. So notice how similar they are. Sultry might be just a little bit more warmer than Buck, but they are very, very close together. And the Nude palette is somewhat cheaper than the regular Naked palette, so if that's a good alternative for you if you don't want to spend the extra, I think it's like 15 bucks extra. Okay, and another one that's kind of similar to one of the colors in the Naked palette is the Nude Snobby and Naked palette's Half Baked. Okay, so Half Baked is definitely more of a, they're both kind of like a golden color. Well, no, Snobby is more of like a frosty yellow. So this one's Snobby right here, and it reminds me of Belle's ballroom gown from Beauty and the Beast, how it's like that kind of like frosty yellow. So that's what that reminds me of. And then this one right here is Half Baked, so it's definitely more of a golden color. But those are the only really standout, I guess you could say, dupes for the Naked palette, some shadows in the Naked palette. One good thing that I like about the Nude palette is that they do have 4 matte shades. So I really like that, and you know, the other ones are pretty frosty, and they do have some glittery shadows in them, but they're not like overly powerful. It's actually really nice kind of thing, and I haven't noticed too much fallout with the shadows. So let me just swatch. I'll do Silly. This is one of their glittery ones. And I will do Serious. This is their matte black one. And Sexy, which is a very nice kind of deep matte burgundy color. Or I guess you can say more brownish. And then Sleek is a black and brown. And then what else do I want to do? Then I guess I'll do Standoffish, which is a very frosty one. Now my favorite eye look to do from this one so far, since I haven't really played with it for that long, but I love doing a nice sexy brown smoky eye using this palette. And for this one I actually use Silly on the lid. I use a Sultry, I blend Sultry out like in the crease, and then as a darkened outer V color I use Sleek right here, and I usually line my eye with that, and it comes out really nice. It's a very nice, because the colors are really pigmented, so I think, and they're very blendable. And another thing I got from theBalm.com was one of their, I guess, another blush, but it's like a shadow blush deal, so you can use it as shadow or as blush. I just love the retro packaging on here. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so it's a very, looks very corally, like a coral pink in here. But actually, it is a very soft, no, this is this way. Other hand, okay. So here is Frat Boy. And it is actually a very pink color. Let's see if we can get that color. There it is. Okay. So this one's Frat Boy. And I really like this one because it reminds me kind of like a Barbie doll pink, sort of. You only need a really light hand to apply this blush, as it is very pigmented and a little bit powdery. So I wouldn't use a very strong, dense brush. You could almost use a fan brush with this because it's so pigmented. I think that was everything. Yes, Lancome, yes. Lancome, Milani, and theBalm. Okay, so that concludes my Black Friday Cyber Monday haul, which was several weeks late, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions on any of the products, and I'll be more than happy to give you an in-depth review, and just comment, rate, subscribe, and if you have any questions, I will respond to them in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching, guys.